All right, y'all. We back. 1 second. Let me do a couple things. Boy, I tell you, only my brothers. Well, the thing with Big Omeezy was my fault because the Xfinity went out. This time was B-Smoove's fault. 1 second, y'all.
Oh, you gonna make sure you let everybody know, huh?
Yes, I will. Heck yeah. Sure, Omeezy thought I'd have paid my cable bill. I was like, bro. Like, oh my God. 1 second. Okay, so we're back and let me
My boy, shout out to my boy Big Omeezy, man.
so we had to do 2 parts of him too. We do it 2 parts, but that was 2 different days, but we do it 2 parts. 1 second. Only my brothers. 1 second. B-Smoove.
Wow.
Okay, B-Smoove, and then highlight. I do the highlight. Or did I use it all? All right, we back, y'all. Just hold on, y'all. Where's my Zoom? Okay. And let me go here. Let me go to my phone, to the Facebook. So that's what happens when you're a big baller. You're on your phone all day long. 1 second.
Nah.
1 second. 1 second. Let me do something real quick because the first one's popping up. Let me just say this real quick. Okay, rename. B-Smoove Part 1. Okay, so we're back. All right. So yes, when you're a big baller doing big things and stuff, you're on your phone all day long. And then when you have an important interview with your sis, your phone dies. So it's all good. It's all good.
Thought she was my big sis, man. She.
He knows I'm gonna call him out. All right. So you were saying that you learn to be humble. So you say you learn,
Yeah. Yeah, I learned to be humble as an artist and just really like turn that into hunger and really just get out there and shake hands network, right? So that turned me into a beast. Once I learned that element and the control that you have and the power that you have, like once you perceive or think something in your mind of yourself, then you can actually go and really obtain it. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't gonna happen until you really do that and then you own it. Like you have to really own it, own that thought process, and then it becomes reality, So once I owned that process, I became the network giant, you know what I'm saying? I already was a good artist, you feel me? I used to go to LA to record. I used to network with people, and God just put me in rooms with special people, man. Started with Kid Capri. That's one of the beginning stages of, you know what I'm saying, the music part, because he was on my first EP.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all remember For the 9-9. If y'all remember For the 9-9, make some noise. But yeah, For the 9-9 had Kid Capri on there giving me a intro, and that kind of set it off for me. Like, man, we talking about the legend Kid Capri, and he did it in a way where like, man, this dude B-Smoove is something special without even knowing me. You feel me? That's the crazy part. Like, I met him at a party. He gave me his number. Called him like a week later. You know what I'm saying? Yo, this B-Smoove, man. Woo, woo, woo. I'm a rapper out of Flint, Michigan, living. I'm by way of Sacramento. Man, can you give me a drop for my new little EP I got? It's hard. Woo, woo, woo. I sent him the song, and he's like, yo, I got you. He sent me his drop, and I put it on my album. I was like, yo, it was that easy? I'm like, yo, this is crazy. I got Kid Capri on my EP. And from there,
he's cool. I interviewed him. Let me tell you, I interviewed him off of Richards Boulevard when they had that tour, right? It was Timberland had just first came out, Aaliyah, right?
Okay.
I had just finished interviewing Kid Capri, and I was looking for Genuine, right? It was that hotel off of Richards Boulevard, right? They was
okay.
And I was looking for Genuine, and we ran into Timberland, right? And it was crazy because Timberland was new and then, my ex-husband was the host, right?
Yeah.
And and I was like, oh, there's Timberland. And Jeff said, who's that? And Timberland heard him.
Oh, wow.
So I went up to Timberland, and I introduced myself as the video show. He agreed
Yeah,
to do the thing, but people thought because he had a little attitude, people didn't realize what had just happened. But at least he still did the interview. But before
that's
he
love.
did an interview, guess who went up to Timberland? They didn't know I was behind them with the camera. And
Who?
I had the big camera, right? Man, back then it was a big camera. And I had, remember the recorder right here, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah,
I
yeah.
said, I said, excuse me, Aaliyah.
Aaliyah? Wow.
And,
That's dope.
and she didn't know I was, she was, like me and you hugging on him like a big brother, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, excuse me, Leah, and stuff. She goes, oh, I talked to Leah for like 5 minutes.
Wow.
And she talked to me. She
Rest in peace. Rest in peace to the
Yes, she thanked me
princess
for
of
playing her
R&B. Yeah.
videos. Yeah, her dad came out. She went and gave my card to her dad, and he came out and he thanked me. He's like, she's a little tired right now. I said, okay, no problem. But Leah was cool. I thought, yeah, right. It was that day I interviewed Kid Capri
That's
and stuff.
tight. A
And I
classic. A
and I
classic.
told Genuine that story. Also,
Oh,
I
okay.
hollered at Genuine. I said, man, I was looking for you that time. He was like,
Wow.
you know.
Wow. See, you done been in rooms too. You know what I'm saying? And you know how it goes. You just gotta play your part. You gotta make sure that you moving accordingly in these rooms because it's a certain way you gotta move. But as you respect it and as you do more things, people allow you to, have certain type of access. You feel me? So I've been blessed. God has blessed me in this industry, man, to use like all of my relationships that I've encountered over the last 20 years, 25 years in the industry. It's just like I haven't lost any of them. You know what I mean? I stayed solid in this business, ain't never did no shady business. And I just moved the right way. You feel me? So yeah, I haven't burnt no bridges. And I thank God for just being a solid individual. You feel me? All these years.
If he wasn't, I wouldn't be talking to you, you know.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's
So
right.
so it was Kid Capri. So what what has to you, I know you've been around a lot of people. Who was the person that you met and you were just like, I don't want to say starstruck, but you was like, dang, I can't believe I'm standing in front of this person having a conversation.
Man, I think for the first time, it probably was. Man, you talking about rappers or you talking about just people
Anybody,
in general?
anybody, you've been around
Uh,
everybody, anybody.
yeah, because I've been around a lot of people. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I would say for the rap industry, probably like Ice Cube.
Mm,
When I first met Cube,
mm,
it was just, man, damn, they go Ice Cube right there. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to remember, like when I was doing music early, like from being with Kid Capri. Then after that, I was going back and forth to LA. I just was in a room with Ice T, Nate Dogg. You know what I'm saying? Like I was in a video with Marquise, the real one. So Ice T kind of took me under his wings a little bit. Like I sent him a song and he had it on his answering machine. So when you call his office, you would hear my song. You know what I'm
mm.
saying? That right there, like, man, that made me crazy. I was tripping. I'm like, yo, Ice T got my song on his boy on this answering machine. And so like I was in one of their videos and we like connected me with Nate Dogg because Nate Dogg was on the song. And then Nate Dogg took me under his wing while he was here for a few. You feel me? Like I went to his house, did a record with him and OFTB. And man, woke up on the floor like the next morning, passed out, but woke up and he was just in his room and we end up just chilling for a minute, talking, and then he took me back, to where I was staying, but he was in San Bernardino at this time. But
Mm.
man, it's just like all these different encounters. Like I don't even know how they happen. Sometimes it's just it's just God, man. It's just God because it's been too many encounters. I've been around too many people. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like I don't be knowing how God just be working. You know what I'm saying? And putting me in front of these people, and it's something connection is to happen. You feel me? So I just try to be due diligent and making sure I go and shake the hand and network and let people know who I am. and what I'm about. You feel me? Because it may come full circle where like they like, man, I met you 20 years ago or whatever. Now I'm doing business with you. You know what I'm saying? So great minds think alike. You know what I mean?
Speaking that, not, I know we talking, spoke about the music, but you be at the basketball games, and next thing you know, shoot, you taking, you taking pictures with,
Hmm.
with the main players and stuff,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
I
networking.
mean, yeah, that was just part of my, from me being a barber, right? So I was one of the Saks best barbers. I used to cut all the King's hair, you know what I'm saying, back in the era with Chris Webber, Corliss Williamson, and Jason Kidd and all that, and Mike Smith, just cutting hair and doing all that. Brian Grant, he the one that invested in me first and had me working with Raphael Sadiq and all them. And then, it just kind of like helped catapult me in that industry. So when basketball players would come to Sacramento, they know, hey, you need to go holler at B-Smoove. So then I started cutting Mahmoud Abdul Rauf hair and, Clint McDaniels and then Harold Miner or anybody that came to Sac, they would just come to me, come to the barbershop. You know what I'm saying? Then my celebrity friends, I would cut them up when they would be in Sac or whatever. So it just, man, start adding up. Carmelo Anthony, the homie, you know what I mean? Like Dwayne Wade, like, yeah, just,
Man, I
man, I don't
forgot
even
you was a
know.
barber. I totally forgot about it. See, y'all,
Yeah.
you done so much, and I totally forgot.
Yeah.
Or
I
s-
know. I man,
man,
been doing a lot.
this is really y'all. You guys gonna have to really wait till the documentary comes out, because this. If I cover everything that my brother B-Smoove has done, it would be like a 5 hour
I know,
show.
right? Yeah, for
So
real.
So I'm gonna go ahead, like we talked about, we done cover, when him moving from, Flint to SAG to, school, and the cat biz, and the
Yeah.
great smooth night parties and stuff like that, events and stuff. So I want to get into, and also you meeting high profile people, right? So
Mhm.
how did you get into having your own vodka, right? Vodka, was it?
It was basically it. So that was a two-part situation.
Okay.
So just me being somebody as an influencer, that always, know how to market itself. I've been branding for years, right? I've did that in interviews back when I first started rapping, trying to enlighten people on the business as far as, just stop. Don't just try to be a rapper in this business. Be a businessman. That way, when you stop rapping, you always got something to fall back on. So I've been preaching that for 20 years too, you know what I'm saying? So now it's like, as my transition has happened, I just became someone as a brand and I pushed myself and marketed myself as a brand. So then I was getting interest from different people that want have products that wanted to get, it branded. So it was a product called 33 Glacier, the vodka. They reached out to me through one of my NBA friends actually. He's my advisor actually on my for one of my shows. But they reached out to him about getting some help with it, and so they flew out to meet me, and we had a good meeting. We kind of agreed on some terms, and they basically said, we want to cut you in on this deal. And so that's how I really, because it. I remember this is kind of like when Puffy had just started Ciroc. You feel me? And
Yeah.
I was just kind of like, man, I could do that. I know I could sell a product like that if I put my face behind it. You know what I mean? Put my name on it. And so, yeah, when the opportunity came, I took it. And I was like, I had to prove myself at that point. So, yeah, once I had Diamond Glacier 33, I just pushed it and I did what I did. I had it in over, 15 stores, restaurants, I had it in Morton Steakhouse. You know what I'm saying? I took it to where it hasn't been. I had it, featured at LeBron James SB Awards after party. I did some great things with it. You know what I mean? And so, you know, they was moving the business down south, and so they wanted to exit, and so that's what we did. And then I end up getting a call from Percy, Big Percy out in LA. Shout out to Percy. You know what I'm saying? He basically said, "Man, I got this True Legacy vodka, man, and I want you to be a part of the team." So, you know what I mean? I linked up with him, man. We made the business happen. Uh, him and Phoenix, and we just got the push in. So I'm True Legacy was the next thing that y'all seen that I pushed and made it my own as a brand manager, and someone that is a brand, just love to push things and take it and own it. You feel me? So yeah, we was doing some great things with the True Legacy vodka, and it's still some business that's on the table for that too. So y'all stay tuned for that.
Wow. Now, did you have a clothing line too?
Yeah, yeah, pushover clothing.
That's what it's called. Put yes, okay, okay.
This
Now,
is it right here, Richard. This is one of my brand, one of my designs right here. You know
Richard,
what I'm saying? Yeah, Richard.
it's
Yeah.
funny. I just ordered a shirt that says "Rich Girl."
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. This Richard at heart. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Man,
yeah.
what do you suggest like people do? Do you have like a publicist, somebody who, works on your behalf to, making sure everything's legit? What advice do you give people?
Well, you definitely need help in this business, especially if you're really trying to go to a multi-million dollar business or a billion dollar corporation. Um, yeah, you definitely need help, support. I got a team. So I have a show. Well, I don't know if you want me to get into this or you want to
Oh,
ask the
whatever.
question, but
It's your show.
yeah, so no, so right now currently I'm in Los Angeles and I'm working on uh I have three major shows and then I have two inventions that I've created. And so I'm actually working on my three major shows right now. But one of my shows right now we have I have a staff of 12 people and we are like, man, everybody is like in sync. And I've been blessed to find some good people out here that know the business, and we are aligned with the show and everything that I've created with it. So it's pretty dope. It's hard to find good people, period. I'll just say that. It's hard to find good people. So, when you find them, you got to keep them close and, be loyal. You know what I'm saying? So I'm out here working and we got some big things on the table right now, man. My three shows is finna be crazy. I definitely want y'all to stay tuned. I want y'all to follow us on Instagram and all that. Like follow my shows, because when things, take off, I want you everybody to be in the knowing, what's going on. And your boy from Sacramento out here representing, doing some big things, gonna bring it back to the crib and also, back to my home state of Flint, Michigan too. You feel me?
Now, yes, I just want to tell you, I'm just so, proud of you and everything. I seen you, post about your team, the pit, the marketing, how you, letting people know, you still keeping people in the loop. You still letting people know, hey, I'm out here doing things, and stuff. Um,
Mhm.
but my question to you is, you say three shows, bro, how do you sleep?
Man,
Look at,
yeah, man, I know, I know. Oh man,
yeah.
I just posted some probably about 4 days ago. Is basically said, love yourself enough to work harder.
Mm.
Love yourself enough to work harder.
Wow, wow. Now, you have kids. So is any of your kids following your footsteps, either in the music, the business level or anything that you do?
Uh, I mean, I would say my daughter may be a little bit, because she's on TV every day. She's a journalist, so
Oh, she
she's
is.
a writer. You know what I mean? Yeah, so she's on TV every day. Yeah, Alert 7 News. So I'm proud of her. And my son, he's doing great too. He's a data analyst in college, and he's like just got accepted to one of the top academies out there. So I'm proud of both of my kids, man. They definitely are my inspiration. You know what I'm saying? Because hey, man, it's hard when you out here trying to get to certain levels, man, and you got if your kids ain't pushing you and motivating you, or they either pulling you down because this and that, or not having their stuff together. So I'm extremely blessed in knowing that both of my kids is doing the right thing. They faith driven, and they got their heads together. You feel me?
Wow, wow, that's amazing, man. And
Yeah.
I don't think me and you had talked. So your little nephew got two barbershops now.
Oh yeah, what? I know I remember seeing you post the one, and I remember, talking to you about a long time ago when things, just life was life and
Yeah,
stuff.
because
But
you knew
I'm
what
so
all I went through
yeah,
and stuff. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, you know what I mean? So I'm
The one
happy.
at Berkeley's two stories. actually. I
Oh,
got to think of
wow.
the video.
Oh,
Yeah, I did something about
congratulations.
San Leandro. Yeah. So
Oh, congratulations, man. Give him
yeah,
my love. Tell him I said keep going. You know
yeah.
what I mean? Keep going for real.
And guess who
Eh,
just hopped on this live? I mean,
who that?
Mr. Aaron David Jones.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Big A, main
Yeah.
security, man. Get him.
I know security to landscaper to them.
Yeah.
Like he's doing some good shows out here
Hey,
now
that's my
too.
dog. I think the last time I seen him, I was at the Tim show, and we was walking backstage, and he was right there, and he was like, "Man, what's up, boy?" So we was all back there together, just kicking it, man. You know what I mean? So good people's, man. My dog. What up? Hey,
Yeah, I love him and Chris,
yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying?
even though Chris is like the little
Both of the
brother.
homies, huh?
Chris was like the little brother, but he's the older.
Yeah, for sure, man. They Sacramento pillars out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what made um why the move to LA? Because it's funny because Mafia's out that way, Big Omizi's out that way, you went out that way. And I'm just like, okay,
Hmm.
who else is gonna go?
Yeah. I mean, it's I think only if you want to be in the movers and shakers. You feel me? It's a certain tempo out here that you got to adjust to and be accustomed to. And if you really trying to go and get it, you got to know what's in your heart and what you really after. You feel me? So it's a lot of stuff out here that's dangerous too. You got to be careful of. But at the end of the day, you got to learn how to move. And if you really trying to get it, you got to go where it's at. I can't be a tier dude trying to be where they only provide C tier money. You feel me? Like it don't work with me. You know what I mean? I got to get where it's A tier money at, and bring that back to the crib. You feel me? So I'm just trying to expand my horizons. It's just like traveling out the country. You know what I mean? I'm trying to see new things and adventure. You know, connect dots and what I'm saying, get outside my comfort zone. So being in LA has been great. You know what I mean? I did it in a time where I didn't expect it, but it was God's timing. And at that point, I made my move, you know what I'm saying? And since I've been here, I just been grinding, grinding, grinding. God have gave me, like I said, two more new shows. So it's like, man, I'm blessed. You feel me? I'm blessed right now. I'm working harder. I'm working harder. I'm working
Always.
harder. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
that's only B-Smoove I know, somebody working hard.
Yeah.
I do
No,
have
for real. And
a I,
y'all gonna be extremely surprised when y'all see these things that's about to happen. I got some stuff, this year that's gonna be revealed, and then next year too. So these shows is gonna, man, I'm telling you, y'all not gonna expect this.
where we gonna be able to see them at?
When I'm gonna be able to what?
Where we gonna be able to see the shows at? Like, is there gonna be a certain
Oh, okay.
channel or
Well, that's why I'm saying y'all need to follow my Instagrams first, because me and the leader not gonna be having interviews every week. Yeah. So I need y'all to follow my Instagram on these shows. So I'm gonna give you the first show is 316s. Follow us on IG, and we got the website too. That's the word three, THREE, the number 16 and an S after it, 316s. Follow us on Instagram and the website 316s.com. And then my other show is Guess Who's Cooking. You can follow us on Instagram, Guess Who's Cooking Show.
are you
You
cooking?
know, no, I'm not cooking.
Oh, I thought I just asked.
I mean, but
Wait,
I can't cook.
can
Let's
you
not
cook?
let's not get it. Let's not get it twisted. I can cook.
Because
All right.
I think what 40 did like what him or Snoop or somebody they did like they get into cooking and stuff. So I thought maybe you was getting into
Yeah, they got a cookbook or something. Yeah, for sure.
okay. But
Yeah.
that's gonna be
Yep.
next. Look, did I just give you an idea?
Nah.
No, you don't want to do no cooking show?
Who, me? That's not the way the show goes.
I know, but is that something in the future we might see?
Um, I'm not sure. It depends on, with this show, anything can happen. I'm not gonna say no, Alita. You right. I'm
Okay.
not gonna say no. Anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? But the show is different. It's gonna surprise you. It's gonna take America by storm. This one is gonna be something different. But 316s is for all the artists and talent out there in the world, whether you sing, rap, R&B, country,
Mhm.
whatever. Like, go to 316s.com, register, because we about to unload the dopest talent, the dopest songwriters, in America. Like this is finna be an international global show. So this show is based on talent. Guess who's cooking? That's a surprise show that's gonna surprise you all, sweep you off your feet. And then my third show is called Stereotypes.
Oh, okay. All
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah.
So, all right. So right now you want us to I is there a Facebook too? Facebook and IG?
No, not a Facebook
Okay,
yet, but
just IG.
IG did all Stereotypes show and Guess Who's Cooking show. That's how
And
you can find us on IG.
and the three
316s.
316s. Okay. You gonna have to put you have to go back on Facebook on this live and put that in the comments and
Yeah,
stuff.
you got them in your bio. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I do? Okay. I could
Yeah,
go ahead and do that too. Okay.
yeah.
Okay, so those are the shows. So do you have any other ways that they could follow you? Like on Facebook,
Oh,
TikTok?
with me, yeah. I mean, if you already follow me, you already know. But Facebook, B-Smoove, Burnett. Instagram is the real B-Smoove, the real B-S-M-O-O-V-E, and I'm on Threads too, the real B-Smoove.
Okay.
So yeah, those are my main platforms right now. And we just dialing into a new way of innovation with these shows. And we're about to do something different, man. I got some special people that's involved with some of these shows. And man, I just can't wait for y'all to see this. You
It
feel
ain't
me?
me. It ain't me, y'all. Somebody else.
Yeah, you is involved because you're gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have you pull up and cook something for the people. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man. I
Yeah.
just want
Don't
to see
y'all want to know what a leader can make? You know what I'm saying? Guess who's cooking? It's
a
a
little
leader.
leader. Look, a little leader can say, look, I'm gonna be up there tasting the food and stuff. Now my son,
Oh,
now my
you want to be a contestant.
yeah, I'll be a contestant. Now my
All
son can
right.
cook real good. Yeah, he
Yeah.
can cook real good. So anything
Yeah.
did we leave? I mean, I know the documentary stuff coming out, but between these two takes, have we left anything out?
I mean, of course, we left a whole bunch of things out. You know what I'm saying? But I can't forget, my branding company, Allfax Branding. Um, we have the 9-year-old phenom golfer, billionaire Stanford, that we're working with. He's one of the local champions out here in Sacramento, California. 9 years old. He's actually being voted MVP of the year. So y'all can go and cast a vote for him right now on Facebook. Is Billionaire Stanford Jr. Um, yeah, cast your vote. He's definitely one of the top athletes out there in Sacramento, and he's gonna be the next Tiger Woods of golf. So that's somebody that I'm behind, that I do managing for. And then I have a young R&B artist. Her name is Anita. She's out of Texas, and she's dope, super dope. She does R&B, blues, gospel, country, and man, she's dope. So y'all gonna be hearing about her too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm working with, on the branding side, the TV side. Yeah, it's a lot going on, Alita. I stay busy, you know what I'm saying? But I'm blessed, and I'm thankful for the position that I'm in. And, I'm just trying to see other people win too. You know what I mean? Getting that seat and dry, but it ain't gonna come to your doorstep. You gotta go get it.
Now, do you have your own label, right?
Music label? No, I have a production company.
Okay, production company. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, because you was talking about, I can't wait to hear this artist that you
Yeah,
work with.
these artists, they're gonna be coming up. The music is gonna be up under my production company. Kind of like American Idol, The Voice.
Okay. Okay, cool. Man, I
Yeah,
always wanted to bring something like that to SAC.
yeah.
Because
That's what we doing.
they kind
That's
of,
what we doing.
oh, you doing it out here?
No, no, no. We
Oh,
filming out here in LA, but I'm
I'm
saying
about to
that's what
say,
we
wait a
doing.
minute.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, 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 yeah.
So first, okay, so you just talked about, having an artist, right? What
hmm
catches B-Smoove's ears to me like, man, I want to work with you.
I would probably say it's like the passion I hear in somebody's voice. You know what I'm saying? And then really like knowing like from a writer standpoint, when I hear the song that you produce, did it have a certain type of context in it to where it made me like, okay, you thought about that record before you wrote it, while you was writing it. It wasn't just like this word rhyme with this word, that word rhyme with this word. A lot of times people write songs based on just like Kim, Swim, Jim, Tim, him, like you know what I'm saying? And when I hear artists get in depth and they basically create their own um formula with the record to where making sure that they're saying something versus it rhyming on a certain pattern, like every 4 bars or every 2 bars. They're literally just trying to say and get a message across. And however that pattern is formulated, that's what makes it important. Them the type of people I look for. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna run out of those records where every beat, every 4 bars, you can make stuff rhyme. You got to know how to break that rhyme pattern and still say something with meaning that has nothing to do with rhyming with the next word. It's just, a feeling and emotion that comes across. You know what I'm saying? So when I hear that 2 or 3 times or 4 times, on different records, I look for that consistency, and then I'm like, yo, okay, anything else I can help you develop. You feel me? But I need for an artist to be original and to be able to like know how to really create a formula on a record, but actually making sure they saying something and not just making words rhyme.
Right. Now, since you have that artist, are we going to hear something from you soon?
Oh, for me, yeah, actually, you know what? I posted a couple records that I'm on. I did some dope records with some of my guys on the East Coast named True Health in Paris, and he just released them. So you could definitely hear some dope features. Just type in True Health, TRU dash Hef, HEF, and you can type in yeah, you could probably put feature and B-Smoove in it, and you'll probably hear a couple dope records that I'm on. So, but far as some solo stuff, yeah, I have some stuff that's in the making that I'm behind the scenes I'm working on. I'm just trying to get this show finalized, and then I'm gonna bust out with a couple dope singles for y'all to vibe with and be like, oh, that's what B-Smoove on right now. Okay, I feel that. I feel that. But right now, I'm just focusing on the production.
Okay. One last question. You've met so many people, like we said. Is there anybody that you have not met that you would love to be in the same room in and network with?
Hmm. Yeah, there is for sure. I definitely want to meet Michael Jordan.
Mm,
Um, let me see. I would love to still meet and network with from the rap industry or just like you mean any.
anybody?
Yeah, that's a good question right there.
Because you're a
Um,
big networker with, like I said,
yeah,
like, you know,
yeah.
sports.
Um, I
You
would
did.
like to meet with what's his name? Robert dang, what's his name? Robert Johnson, I believe, the billionaire.
Woo,
That went to
billionaire. That's
Howard.
all you had to say. Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, I mean,
Okay.
yeah, I don't have like nobody off top to where I'm just like super, super,
Mm,
what I'm saying, over ecstatic like that. Like I just gotta meet because man, to be honest with you, I'm just really focused, tunnel vision right now on like my path and things. So, but I am, a fan of a lot of people. I learn from a lot of people, what I'm saying? And I definitely kind of curate my style off of watching other people mistakes and stuff and seeing what they, do wrong in the media and stuff like that. And try to stay away from that. But just staying faith driven, putting God first in my life, and then just being somebody that's always gonna be of service, and just having a good heart. You know what I'm saying, and standing on moral and principle, honor, love, respect, HLR to all my dogs. They know what that means. 3 pounds. You feel me? So that's all, Alita. You know what I'm saying?
okay. Now, I just lied to you. One last thing. What is the best advice that Pops gave you?
Oh wow, wow,
I know he probably gave you so much, but one that really, really like
wow, wow. Damn, that's
so,
a tough one right there, Alita.
so many,
I ain't
so
even
many,
gonna lie
huh?
to you. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, you put me on the spot with that one. I wasn't expecting that.
That's what I do.
I know you're doing great. You're doing a great job today. um, wow, wow, wow.
Well, I just gonna
I think,
I mean,
yeah, that one right there is gonna be I want to leave that one to be like in a great category, an exceptional great question category. You know what I'm saying? And I would just say this because there is no one answer for that. You feel me? Because you're asking for the best advice. Like, I was able to be blessed to be around my dad almost like every day of my life. which is an honor. So to have the get the best advice would be downplaying, our history and everything he's taught me, right? So I would just say this, like, never just, settle. Always push yourself and always do it with good intent, you know.
Mhm.
Never be content. You know what I mean? So a lot of times we get content because we happy in the space, but I think with him, and that's why I have so much on my plate because those lessons he gave me made me push further than me being content with just being a rapper or just having one show. Just always pushing myself to be exceptional. So, we only got one life. So, we all got choices. We got three choices every day that we can make. We can go
Yeah, most definitely.
backward,
Hmm.
we can stay content, or we can make progress, move forward. So you got to pick one of those choices every day when you wake up. What you gonna do? So mine is just choose to be forward every day. Some people is okay with being content. Some people go backwards and they okay with that. But my choice is only one, and that's to move forward every day. And we all got those three choices every single day in our life.
Right. You guys heard it. That was the best way to end this show. I appreciate you, brother. I can't. Next time
Sure.
if you come to SAC one more time and don't call me, you,
I'm
you
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's like, man, when I come out there, it's like for something, and then it's like, man, next thing you know, I'm gone. You know what I mean? But
I
it's not
know.
intentional. I will make a special trip and come out there and see you in the next, 30 days or so. Okay. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
but
saying? So
yeah, keep me
yeah,
posted
let's go
on
to lunch. Let's go to
like,
lunch. Lunch,
yeah,
lunch on me. Lunch on me.
yeah. Let me know about the red carpets, the whatever you're doing out there,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I want to invite
the-
everybody from SAC when I do my red carpet for my show. I'm inviting you guys to be in the audience and premiere my show. So I will be putting that on the website. And if you want tickets to be in the audience, all you got to do is just go ahead, click that button, and you'll be accepted. You know what I'm saying? I want all my Sacramento people to show up. Remember when I did Smooth Nights in LA, we sold out the first show in LA at Zen Club with Dwayne Martin and Tisha Campbell,
That's
and I want
right.
that same vibe. I had people from Sacramento driving out there, flying out there. It was a dope vibe. So Smooth Nights can go to LA. I know when I do this big show for 316s, I want everybody in Sac to pull up and come and witness some history in the making. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna bring it back to the crib and we're gonna celebrate.
Right, right. And my childhood friend, Virgie, she says best choices. We from Seaside. That's my Seaside child friend. you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she said
Oh,
what
okay.
she just said was best choices and stuff. So
Oh
uh
yeah, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that.
all
Appreciate
right.
that.
Well, I'm gonna let you go try to get a little bit of sleep, even though I know you probably ain't gonna do it.
It ain't finna happen.
Don't forget, I want to post in the comments, follow him on all four, three or four of them. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to put all four of his
Yeah.
sites and his social media. That's what you call it, right? Social medias.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
social, yeah. So make sure you follow and support. We got a true, Flint, Michigan to SAC OG, right here.
No, for sure.
Still doing big things. Us OGs are still doing big things. All right. So I love you,
No, for real.
brother.
Love you too. Hey, keep up the great work. You know what I'm saying? You just getting better with time. You know what I'm saying? Keep being reinventive. You know what I'm saying? Anything you need from me, let me know. I'm here. All right. It's big love all day long, sis. You feel me?
All
And
right.
3 pounds, HLR to you, Cat Biz, all that love, man. Salute to all my dogs in Sacramento. Y'all know who y'all is, my real ones. You know what I'm saying? For life. You know what it is, man. Be smooth.
All right. See you later, bro. All right.
All right, fam. Love.